One terrible occurrence has brought to light the ever-present threat of animals in a world where the wild meets civilization. Join us as we dive into Deasy Tuwo's heartbreaking death tale and unearth the untamed powers that lurk in our midst. Don't miss out on this eye-opening adventure. Deasy Tuwo, 44, died on January 10, 2023 after being attacked to death by a large pet crocodile named Mary at a pearl farm in the scenic region of Minahasa, North Sulawesi, Indonesia. The event not only highlighted the great dangers of having such rare and deadly creatures as pets, but it also revealed Mary's unlawful presence at the property. Mary, the massive crocodile at the center of this horrifying tragedy, was believed to weigh 700 kilograms. Crocodiles are a genuinely frightening presence in the wild due to their enormous size and natural aggression. Despite these risks, Mary had been maintained as an illegal pet at a pearl farm, and Deasy Tuwo had been tragically caught in the crosshairs of this irresponsible venture. Deasy Tuwo was the head of the laboratory at the pearl farm and had a prestigious position. Her duties included caring for and feeding the animals, particularly Mary the crocodile. She was carrying out her normal tasks on the fatal day of the assault, attempting to ensure Mary had the nourishment it needed. In an unexpected and frightening turn of events, Mary turned on her and launched a vicious and lethal attack. The crocodile's attack was fast and merciless. It had chewed Tuwo's arm off and severely damaged her abdomen in a couple of seconds. Tuwo had little hope of surviving after the heinous attack. Tragically, her life was cut short by the fangs of the same thing she had been charged with protecting. Her co-workers discovered her corpse the next morning, a grisly reminder of the hazardous nature of keeping wild creatures in captivity. Following the fatal attack, local officials and wildlife specialists rushed to the scene to deal with the problem. Mary was apprehended and sent to a selected conservation location where it could be properly cared for and its natural inclinations honored. However, the crocodile's owner remains unknown, casting a worrying shadow over the entire incident. Deasy Tuwo's terrible and grisly death has sent shockwaves across Indonesia and abroad, sparking a heated discussion over keeping wild animals as pets. The heinous occurrence occurred in North Sulawesi, highlighting the critical need for tougher laws and enforcement related to the ownership of rare and possibly hazardous species. In reaction to this heinous tragedy, the North Sulawesi Natural Resources Conservation Agency has pledged to increase its efforts to regulate the possession of wild animals as pets. Their resolve to enact stronger limits recognizes the fundamental necessity of avoiding similar disasters in the future. This tragic tragedy serves as a stark and a heartbreaking reminder of the inherent dangers of domesticating apex predators like crocodiles. These creatures retain their primordial impulses even when grown in captivity and can constitute a serious threat to human safety. Deasy Tuwo's tragic death emphasizes the need to have a thorough grasp of the risks and obligations that come with keeping wild animals as pets. The uproar over the occurrence has sparked a larger debate about wildlife conservation and the ethical implications of capturing and confining wild animals. It emphasizes the need to establish a balance between the desire to connect with nature and the duty to conserve both human lives and the biodiversity of the earth. Indonesia, like many other countries, is wrestling with the delicate problem of regulating exotic and potentially harmful animal ownership. While some people may be lured to the appeal of owning a one-of-a-kind and strong pet, the implications of such decisions may be disastrous, as illustrated by the terrible events at the pearl farm in North Sulawesi. Following this heartbreaking event, both governments and people must reconsider their attitude to exotic pet ownership. Stricter laws, improved awareness campaigns, and education on the inherent hazards of such undertakings are critical steps in averting similar tragedies like the one that took Deasy Tuwo's life. Only by working together can society expect to reduce the risks of keeping wild animals as pets and ensure the safety of both people and those gorgeous yet dangerous creatures. Deasy Tuwo's untimely demise has generated calls for legislative reform, while also serving as a somber warning tale about the dangers of living with wild animals. It serves as a sharp reminder that the fascination with exotic pets must be balanced with a profound respect for the natural environment and a dedication to the safety of all the parties involved. Her unfortunate brush with animal danger reminds us of the necessity of respecting nature's limits. Stay connected to help us celebrate her legacy. To increase awareness about wildlife safety, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.